From the Ultimate Racing League, and this is it then. Third and final race from Kyoto Driving Park, Miyabi, for our BTC Replica Championship. So let's take you to the grid then. So reverse grid this time for the third and final race. So Pablo in pole position, Potsy second, Jim Bob third, Firepower fourth, Hamza fifth, Ginger in sixth, Prime Machine in seventh, Excalibur eighth, Dan Bailey in ninth. And the winner of both races so far, Team Silver in 10th. Mix of tyres, even some people going with just the softs. Got about 4 people going with softs, a couple on the mediums, rest on supers. So let's get this underway then. As you can see, time of day, it's just coming to the end. Lights just going in a little bit. Red lights on. Watch that to go to green and we'll be off. And away we go. Hamza on the outside with a good start. Potsy 2. So the two Mazdas off to a blinding start there. So it's not the BMs this time. It's the Mazdas. Having said that, Prime Machine, no, he's having a look up the inside of Hamza in the BM, and he does get there, I think. Well, not quite. It's side by side. Yeah, Prime Machine just slots in behind Hamza in second. So the two Redstone cars are off and running, and that is Excalibur going off the grass, big time. So Prime has just dropped a place as well to Pablo, who was on pole position, so he's dropped down to third now. Prime right at the back of him. Jim Bob being taken by Excalibur, and Hamza getting rid of a penalty there, I believe. So Jim Bob then looking up the inside of Excalibur. Does get there, but Excalibur after his little off. Getting back into it. Ginger in 6th. And then Dan behind him in 7th. Who was that in the background? Firepower 8th. That was Hamza getting it a little bit wrong. And Team Silver way back in 10th. He did start at the back. He's still at the back, so maybe he's just trying to stay out of trouble. And then he'll come good near the end. Maybe that's his plan, although he didn't get that right though, did he, through there? So, with 2 victories tonight, can he get a third from where he is now? Potsy though, he's going off lovely in front, nicely, leading them away with Jim Bob in second, Prime in third now. Oh, Jim Bob runs wide in the inevitable place, his teammate Pablo as well. Gets it a little bit wrong and he gets out of control, does he? Well, did lose his brake in there after going off, so he's down to 4th. I think everyone did through there actually, but Dan's got himself through that confusion and mess. Dan's got himself through to 5th now. Hamza out wide on that high line. Ginger going through, past Dan on the inside. Good move from Ginger, and then Firepower right behind Dan in 7th, and then Excalibur's dropped back down to 8th. So I think he got a little bit bullied there through the chicane, and and they're all going off there, and Hamza again loses it out there. Surely won't get another penalty. No, not that time. But he's been picking them up in the last race for going off there. Not too sure why, because a lot of people have gone out there and not picked up penalties. But anyway, Potsy under pressure now from Prime in second. So BMW's going to really pile it on. Can he get him down here? No, he's not going to be far enough there. But again, we did go for it. And there you go. What a great move that was. Actually, it was clean too, and that was a great pass because he was some way back and didn't think he was going to make it, but he got through there lovely and clean. I think Potsy gave him a little bit of room, so some good respect there, but Jim Bob gets himself up, so Potsy from 1st drops down to 3rd, going into turn 1. Sometimes it's just better to keep out of trouble. Keep your powder dry, and if you can just stick with them, you can make good near the end. We're only 3-4 minutes into this race, so he's got plenty of time. If you can just stick with these now. It's a tricky little track in some spots, and we know what's been happening with people running wide, etc. So if you can stay where he is and prime, there you go, is an example of what can happen. Potsy gains that second place back again, and in fact prime has been done by Ginger too, so prime's back to fourth. Ginger now up in third place. So Jim Bob then, can he stay out there now to the end? Got no reason why he shouldn't be. You know, he's not really under any immediate pressure, so he can just keep his laps going, keep it clean, don't make any mistakes. No reason why he can't get victory here in race 3. So it looks like he's pulling away from Potsy in second. Ginger though, he looks like he's got a bit of pace here in race 3, because he is catching onto the back of Potsy. One thing Ginger doesn't lack, and that is commitment. He's right on him now, but you can see by the way he comes through the bends that it's basically all or nothing from Ginger, and sometimes that happens where he just gives it too much. So he'll try and run that off though as best he can without losing too much time. There it is, that's gone. Prime Machine does gain a bit, of course, so Ginger's going to have to do that again, but still in third. So Prime then is eyeing up Ginger now. Oh, and he's not going to get him out there, but keeps it under wraps and under control, and he gets a penalty now. So a few penalties being dished out now. So he's going to lose a place to his teammate Dan, who comes through to fourth. In fact, Prime Machine might even lose fifth place to Firepower, which he does. Firepower comes round past him around the outside. So Firepower to fifth. Prime drops back down to sixth then. That's as easy as that. A half-second penalty round here drops you halfway down the field quite easily. Pablo having a good race still in seventh. Under pressure from Hamza though, and out there goes Pablo. Hamza will get that spot, he does. Excalibur now up the back of Pablo, so he's going to be looking for eighth. Team Silver not really gaining at all at the back there, still in 10th, but his work's been done really tonight. He's got 2 victories. Oh, Hamza out wide. Oh, look at this 3. It goes through Pablo on the inside, and little tag from Excalibur, but no dramas there. Hamza keeps it there in 8th. Look at this battle for 7th, 8th and 9th. Brilliant. Oh, and they both run wide, Hamza and Excalibur. And I think Pablo goes wide too. He drops a place. Hamza goes through to 7th. Jim Bob, he's almost got a waving hand on the back of his window now, saying, "Bye-bye, fellas, I'm off." Because he really is pulling away from Potsy. Potsy certainly ain't pulling away from Ginger. Ginger's up the inside of him. He's going to get him clean as you like. Yeah, good pass from Ginger. Potsy though, he's not giving up, is he? Potsy can stick with Ginger here. I was going to say follow his lines, but don't follow all of his lines because he might get some penalties, but if he can stick with him, could get a podium. Dan under pressure from Firepower, so Dan's dropping back a bit, and Firepower looking good there in 5th, with Prime Machine right behind him. So he's a 3-car battle, and possibly 4 if you include Hamza, who's not far off the back of this. There he is. So 4 cars. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Dan's still holding them off though. So come through the fast S's. Firepower. Now he's going to go out wide and he's going to cut it back onto the inside, is he? He did look for it, but trouble is, you go into the inside, then you've got this little chicane that so really you need to be past them before you get to that point. But Prime really being hassled now by Hamza. But still 6th for Prime, 7th for Hamza. Excalibur 8th. Who looked like he was fancying it at the start of this race. He was up there in the top 3, but through whatever incidents there were, he's dropped back down to 8th. Team Silver, well, he's made up a place. Pablo's dropped down to 10th now, so Team Silver has got up into 9th. Which, you know, obviously, is probably not what he wanted, but at the same time, he's got a lot of points tonight, so he'll pick up a few more here. That's what it's all about, if you're going for the championship, that is. And Jim Bob, still comfortable out there in front. Ginger, yeah, he's just pulled away now from Potsy. So Ginger, giving it his all still. Could be looking at a 2nd place here for Ginger, depending on what happens to Jim Bob up top. There's Potsy just coming round the right-hander behind him. There he is. And then we've still got this 4-car battle here with Dan, Firepower, Prime, Hamza. No one's giving an inch at the moment. Firepower looks like he could have Dan here. Dan just going on that wider line out. Now I come across. Firepower really looks like he's pushing hard. Well, they all look like they're pushing hard, but Firepower, oh, and Dan did make, he's gone out and Dan did make that mistake and he's dropped all the way down from what, 4th? All the way down to 6th. So, another victim of that corner. He did get 1 place back off Hamza there actually. So Prime Machine meanwhile took advantage, got himself into 4th. So that's 1 BMW, replaces another in 4th place. Back to Ginger then, see how he's doing. Is he catching Jim Bob? Not really. No, Jim Bob's got this really comfortable with what, 3.5 minutes left. Or 2.5 minutes actually. Doesn't look like he's going to make any mistake at the moment. Doesn't even really have to push hard, does it, with that gap? Can just tick off the laps nice and comfortable, because there's Ginger. Yeah, it's a fairly big gap there now. Potsy though, is he on for his podium finish here? Can just keep it clean for the rest of this race, this couple of minutes now. He's got that one wrapped up, but Prime is not going to give up in the BMW, and in fact he is catching him. So Prime Machine, he wants that 3rd place off of Potsy. That's what he's going to go for. So let's see if he can get Potsy out a bit wide. So come around the hairpin, or inside line for Prime. The gap's opened up for him. No, not quite there. So Prime right on him now, and Firepower is also not that far off this. So with what, just over a minute now left, I think Fancy Prime might get Potsy. Can Potsy hold his nerve? Just needs to defend as best he can now. It's quite hard on this track because it's a fast sweeping track, so it's quite hard to defend your lines, but if he can just keep it in front of Prime, he'll have this one wrapped up. You've got to say, Prime looks like he's just got that bit more pace in that BMW, and he does get him. There you go, right on cue. Just ran a bit wide, did Potsy, so unlucky for Potsy. Prime then takes up third. Firepower now putting Potsy under pressure. So Firepower could well get fourth here as well. Yeah, Scirocco does look strong around there. Really grips that road, hugs that inside line, and there's a little twitch there, I think. Oh, and look at Hamza coming through, ever the opportunist. Hamza goes through to fourth. My goodness, what a... Well, while Firepower was looking at getting past Potsy, Hamza thought, well, if you're not going to do it, I will. So there you go. Again, something else. It is on the final lap, so everyone's finished, apart from Jim Bob. So Jim Bob, congratulations. Will coming in first, Ginger second, Prime in third, Hamza fourth, Potsy in fifth, Firepower sixth in the end, Excalibur seventh, Dan back in eighth, Team Silver got 9 place points, Pablo in 10th at the back. So Jim Bob then comes in, congratulations, race 3 winner. That's it for race 3 from Kyoto Driving Park. Catch me for round 4 soon, and yeah, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.